up, YouTube? This your boy Down Low back with another industry top. First, let's talk about Nas. Nas recently wasn't able to show up to a show out in Angola, in which it's real fucked up shit that he couldn't, because since he didn't, people out in Angola then kidnapped the promoter who promoted that Nas was going to be there. That's a little bit overboard. Like, me personally, I feel a promoter who doesn't come through with what they saying they trying to do deserves an ass whipping. They don't deserve to be kidnapped. Especially if it was the artist's fault for just not showing the fuck up, in which Nas blatantly got to be his fault because he is offering money to the kidnappers to set him free. Basically, he's willing to cut a check to free this guy. And that's a good thing for Nas to do, but the moral to this story is show up to the shows that you promise you're gonna be at, or there's consequences. Like, here in America, dudes don't get kidnapped for that type of shit, but people do get their ass whipped pretty bad for promoting a show in which they do not deliver on, because they don't ever give that money back. Next, a very interesting article actually popped up all over the net. Actually, you may have seen this one. A rapper named Frost used to go by Kid Frost back in like the 80s. He and his company Old West, collaborating with another company, Change, have come together and got $150 million worth of funding to do 15 to 20 hip-hop styled movies. And the reason why this is interesting is because I don't know how the fuck they pulled this shit off. Like, let's look at Kid Frost. He basically never seen huge success. Not one of his albums that he's dropped since the 80s have ever gone gold. His most successful time was when he signed to Ruthless with Eazy-E. But then shortly after that, he got released and then went to India, in which he never seen the billboard but one time since then. And this company, Old West, that's Kid Frost's company. I looked him up. He's the only artist on that company. And you would imagine on the main website they would have a list of movies in which they did if they getting $150 million to do movies, in which didn't see none. Didn't see shit really. Now let's look at Change company. This company does e-commerce, I believe, for the Latin market. And if you don't know, Kid Frost is a Latin dude, so that's kind of a connection, but I'm still not seeing where the money is coming from, because this company is not a powerhouse by far. The cost for a stock of this company is about 8 cents. I mean, this is one of those things that just don't add up, and it doesn't make sense. And I don't believe not a word of it because of this. And speaking of shit that don't make sense, Kanye West announced a new company that he's about to do called Donda. D-O-N-D-A, in which is going to be a company with 22 divisions in it. Who starts up a company with 22 fucking divisions to it? But, and I quote, this is what this company is going to do: simplify and aesthetically improve everything we see, hear, touch, taste, and feel. What the fuck does that mean? I cannot tell you what the fuck this company is even going to be about. It sounds like a huge waste of fucking money to me, to be all the way real. But lastly, on to something that does make some sense. Ludacris decided to open up his own restaurant in the airport in Atlanta called Chicken and Beer, in which, you know, Chicken and Beer was the title of his album a while ago. That makes perfect sense. I mean, why the fuck not? Luda got the money to do it. You get paid big money in airports because you can hike up that price like 3 times the amount that it would go on a normal street corner. So I definitely think Luda will see some success in that. But this week, man, has been pretty fucking strange. But that's another industry topic.